Hello everybody, Andrew from Southwark here to talk about something super exciting, very, very unique, something that is fairly, in terms of style, in terms of really the production method, quite unique to us here at Southwark. This is a really fun little wine we call the Anniversary. It's actually Chardonnay that we keep in barrel for an average of 7+ years. It's 6 to 10 years in general, but most of it is 6 and 7 years old, in barrels that are actually here in the retail pavilion where I am right now, which is pretty cool. A lot of people come into the winery and think that the walls of barrels are just for show, but they're actually being very useful as well because they're full of more batches of this lovely wine. So it's Chardonnay, older Chardonnay, develops that really lovely nutty kind of savory character. We do fortify it, so we add a little bit of neutral grain spirit up to, gets it up to about 16-17%. And really what you get is kind of a bit of a tribute to two of Bill's favorite styles of wines, fortified wines in general, but Madeira and sherry, especially darker sherry, Oloroso and Amontillado and that kind of thing. And you have you draw a little bit, flavor profile wise at least, from both. So you've got that lovely color and texture of the sherry, and honestly, some people even say to us, "Oh, it kind of looks like whiskey or like brandy," which indeed it does. But kind of like that sherry, you've got sort of that very savory. I'm going to come back to that sort of nutty flavor. Whereas with the Madeira, not only is it fully oxidized in the barrel while it's aging, you also get we have a little bit of sweetness here. We add a bit of ice wine just to give it a bit of sweetness. It only gets up to about 35 grams a liter. So definitely not a dessert wine, full-blown dessert wine, but something that has both sweet and savory happening at the same time, which is very cool. So something you could easily pair with perhaps desserts that are a little bit less sweet, but also savory things, especially anything cheese, especially firmer cheese. This is really, really pretty to die for. Something that we get a lot of people that are perhaps not quite, they like sweeter wines, but perhaps not as sweet as ice wines. But even if you like savory wines, this is really compelling as well, just because you've got that kind of, again, that sherry style, that very, very savory style. So you've got something that's really, really quite unique, really a lot of fun. Also, I should mention, is a very practical wine because like all fortified wines and like sweeter wines, this will last quite a long time in your fridge once opened. So I have a couple ounces here in my glass. You can screw the top back on, put it back in your fridge, and you can have it over months. It's not going to go bad in your fridge because it's a little bit sweeter and fully oxidized. So anyway, if you're looking for something that's, especially for an aperitif, have it on its own, to pair with cheese. If you don't want to go to the dessert wine route, you've got a really, really fantastic, really fun, delicious option here. So here's to the Whimsy Anniversary. Enjoy.